Hoje, por demanda popular, os gringos reagem a músicas da Disney cantadas em português.
Let it go, let it go.
Thiago, já. Português, não inglês, ok? We are going to show you 5 Disney songs, but in their Portuguese version. Curious what you think about the voice, the translation, whatever comes to mind. And you'll see the name of the song, and it won't be the name you recognize. It'll be the direct translation of the Portuguese name.
Ooh.
And also we have subtitles with the direct translation.
Hatuna Matata. Hatuna Matata.
Hatuna Matata.
Can we just watch this all day? I don't want to go back to the office.
Yeah, this is a little more thorough. Living and learning.
I think the guy who voices the Warthog is awesome.
I can't even tell that it's not in English.
They seem happier in Brazil. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of the whole movie and how he lost so many members of his family.
All right, I'm not going back to the office. I'm just going to hang out here watching cartoons.
Big fan, loved it.
I remember this song, so I remember Hakuna Matata. It's our something philosophy.
It means something like no worries. It's
Yeah, no worries. Hakuna Matata means no worries.
It's
Well, it was interesting hearing a aprende, right? Is that
aprender, yeah.
okay?
É viver e aprender.
That's interesting. Yeah,
I mean, it's living and learning.
yeah. Because I heard it first and was like, oh, that sounds like learning, and then I actually read the lyrics in the last one and was like, oh, it is learning.
You know what the line is in English?
Philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our problem-free philosophy.
Yeah.
To me, it loses a little bit in the translation.
It did a little, yeah, but they had to say the words to match the.
No,
they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It's very impressive when I hear these songs translated because I'm like, there's no way to translate it, but then they find a way. But it does lose something. You did also notice they said Hatuna Matata.
Right, which we couldn't do here because of its reference to fish.
Tuna. I was thinking actually, Thiago, that maybe they took out Hakuna because it has ku in it.
No, I don't think so.
Why did they say Hatuna Matata? Anyway, who knows?
Great voice actor. Nailed what I thought a Portuguese Warthog would be.
Did you notice they made a little joke about a slug?
Yeah, and if you confuse the two words.
Yeah, like they said, it's our motto. Lema, it's our motto. And then one of them says, don't confuse that with lesma, which is slug. Do you know what the joke is in English?
No.
They say, it's our motto. Then Simba says, what's a motto? And then the other one says, nothing. What's a motto with you?
I mean, that one's funny.
That's funny. The slug one is,
It's a dad joke versus my level joke.
I am free.
Do you know this song?
Of course. Who doesn't know the song?
What is it?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to get it very soon.
Do you know the name of the song in English?
Let it go.
Yeah.
It feels more like I am free feels more like you've been burdened, whereas let it go means you're the problem.
That makes sense. I'm free. Because it's about being free personally and to let go of bad things. It's really teaching kids a good lesson. God, even in Portuguese, it's so catchy.
All right. I have no idea what the song is.
I can guarantee you one thing. You do not have children of a certain age from a certain time. Because even I know from my friends who are parents of children that age.
I know the song. This is where the language is making a difference. I very much know the song, but I can't tell what it is, even though I know the music.
That song is called Let It Go.
Let It Go. Right. So.
From Frozen.
Right.
Can you name the character?
I can't even name the character.
Oh, come on. You don't know that song.
This one seems more like you've been the victim, Whereas the one here is more like, look, you gotta move on. You gotta free yourself.
Well, I know the song.
Okay.
The song is one of the most famous songs of all in Disney. What's the character's name?
Elsa, I believe. You know, Thiago?
Yeah.
It's Elsa, right?
Elsa.
The only reason you know this, Seth, is because you spent 1,000 hours putting this all together.
However, when I think about the let it go, won't hold me back anymore, it's not that complicated of a song. I feel like Hakuna Matata had a lot more going on with it and puns and plays, whereas this song's very just,
Which is probably why 2-year-olds like it so much.
and other people.
Well, okay.
This one I know.
It's called An Ideal World?
Know this one?
Is this Aladdin?
Yes!
A whole new world.
He's showing her around the world. Very literally.
I have no idea what the song is.
Listen now, listen.
Yeah, tell me what the song is.
Whole new world.
I would have never guessed that.
What world are you living in? You sell
I can't
commercial
believe-
real estate or something?
I can't believe that you know all these Disney songs.
Aladdin, a whole new world. How could you miss this?
This is the one time today that I'm not messing around.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, as in Brazilian, it seems like they're a married couple. There was a little more passion when they were in English, I feel
Sound
like.
like an old married couple.
It's like, look, it's an ideal world. Let's see what we got here. We got stuff going on. We're identifying things. It feels like they're shopping a little, you know.
Great song.
That one was a little disappointing, but just lyric-wise.
It didn't seem disappointed.
Well, I fake it really well.
I sang this as a duet because my sister was afraid to sing a solo in her performance, and I was in a choir, so I sang it as a duet with her to help her out.
Here's one that got me. This line, I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride.
Yeah.
The translation didn't really.
No, what was it? It was like the enchantment of nature. Like I could show you
I'll
how
show you all
beautiful.
the wonders of nature.
And I was like, ugh.
I'm curious why they said ideal world, but they kept pointing out how great the world was. I guess because the princess was sheltered. I guess I do know a lot about Disney. Crap.
Amigo, estou aqui.
Anda, vamos reunir o gato.
Se a fase
I think I prefer this song in Portuguese.
I think I know it,
livre, são tantos problemas.
but it sounds like the guy who does it here. It sounds like he did it.
Pretty cry.
Toques pra cá.
This character reminds me of you, Seth. I picture you in Brazil as walking around with a Texas cowboy hat all day long.
You like this voice.
I did.
So that's actually someone famous in English.
Oh, is
Randy
it?
Newman.
Whoever sang it in Portuguese mimicked Randy Newman very well because he's got that very distinct voice and cadence and patterns. It's funny because knowing who Randy Newman is, and he's such a like irreverent sort of singer.
Yeah.
So You Got a Friend in Me is sort of like the translation of it was a lot more like loving and endearing than his. His is just sort of like, hey, I'm here for you, buddy. You know, and then in this one it's like, I love you so much, and that's why we're friends. Randy Newman's is more like, we live in the same place, so that's why we're friends.
Wow. So I don't know how they did it, but they taught Randy Newman Portuguese and they made it catchy. Like the lines they came out well,
Yeah.
and it still had the right cadence and word. Great job.
I don't know about you, but I was the age for Toy Story where when it came out, I was Andy's age, and then when the second one came out, I was older and like giving my toys away, and then when the third one came out, I was just graduating from college and I was in tears, just bawling at the end. Like, no, don't let them die. And I was like,
Feelings.
Sentimentos são
Powerful song. Powerful.
de mudar.
They know this is about a captured woman falling in love with a beast, right?
I sort of wanted this to be
Basta olhar
about a beast abducting a woman and holding her hostage.
que o outro
Great song.
basta.
Great animation. I'd see this movie again and again.
I just have something to say, and this goes for both versions, okay? I went to Disney with my sister and we saw the Beauty and the Beast stage show, and it occurred to me. This movie is about a prince who only looked for beauty in women, so they punished him by turning him into a beast. So he kidnaps a beautiful woman, and she falls in love with him. He didn't really learn a lesson.
I feel like, and I don't know the lyrics off the top of my head, but I feel like in English, the song isn't about a love story. I mean, it is, but it could also just be applied to anything in general. It's like you think you have an assumption about anything, but if you look at it again, you can learn to respect it or to see the value in it. Like, that's my impression of what the song was as just reading it, whereas seeing the lyrics in Portuguese, it sounded much more like love-oriented and being open to changing yourself so that you can be a match with the other person. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
I want Beauty and the Beast to be remade as a terrible, dark, as Room. I want it to be made as Room from the POV of outside the room.
I have assumed to get it to rhyme, it was really hard because they really had to change a lot there. But it almost made it point out how weird the scenario is, which is very weird.
But
Yeah.
tale as old as time, right? We missed that. That's a nice turn of a phrase there.
Yeah, tale as old as time. No, I so wanted this one to go. He stole her from her dad. She's been gone for years. She's on milk cartons everywhere, but she's got her own room.
You wanted it to be more honest.
Good for you, you psycho, you hairy psychopath.
Right.